I.E., I have many names because I think there was a master teacher in the Bible that was called Counselor, Wonderful,
That's right.
God,
Yes, sir.
Prince of Peace.
Yes, sir.
So why can't I have various attributes? Why can't I possess various attributes the same as the brother did? But I want to open up with a moment of silence. This is not a religious gathering. This is the Society of Consciousness, and we deal with consciousness. So let's just have a moment of silence so our consciousness will be vibrated through the universe. It is done. Brother Parks Bay again. I just want to say that here at the Society of Consciousness, we promote spiritual growth and development. This is not a religious program. This is not a religious gathering. Even though we can take out of Scripture to help those who may be familiar apply Scripture more spiritually to their lives, not just a heaping and a hoeing and a hollering and all that other stuff. This is about study, civilization classes. Okay, we are not against the government called the United States of America Incorporated. We are a non-combatant society, and we are. This is open for all people of all nationalities, ethnicities, and pigmentations. If you are a Martian, if you're a clone, okay, and you want to come and get some of the, a mutant, you want to come and get some of this information, you can come. We do speak your language. Bleep, bleep, blop, blop. You got me? So this is where we come, and we don't get into all of that religious controversy. Whose God is Allah and Jehovah and Jesus. We don't get into all that.
That's right.
Okay? We take from all of these wise masters the main ingredient. There was a group called the main ingredient.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
We take the main ingredient of the teaching and help each other apply it. So if I'm a Muslim and I really don't know the Bible, then there are masters here that can take the Bible and know how to connect it with the Quran, because they're not different.
That's right.
They all have similarity.
That's right.
So I just want to share that we're not here to cause any controversy in anybody's mind, political, religious. We're not here to overthrow the government, except overthrowing the government of your mind.
That's right. That's
bringing
right.
more harmony, establish truth, justice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to make sure that we are operating on a higher level of consciousness. I want to open up first, because I was getting with the brothers, and I want to share out of a book called As a Man Thinketh. A heavy book, baby, heavy book, heavy book. As a Man Thinketh. And this book is very important in my life, and I want to make sure that I share this, because we was hot talking about certain controversial issues. But I want to read a little bit out of this book before we get to our main ingredient.
That's
okay?
Right. That's right.
First, I want to say this prayer, and it's a prayer, but it's also a mission for those watching the DVD and those listening in the audience. It says in Isaiah 42, 16, 42, right? Verses 1 to 6. That adds up to the number 13. 4, 2, 1, 6. Okay? Isaiah 42, chapter 42, verses 1 to 6. I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in the paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them, and crooked things straight. These things will I do to them and will not forsake them. That's a covenant. That's a covenant. That's an agreement that you will lead those from darkness into the marvelous light, and you will not forsake them.
That's right.
That's the Asiatic covenant. You know. So I wanted to share that. This is so important for us in this society right now. Chapter 5. As a man thinketh, a man's mind may be likened to a garden, which may be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. But whether cultivated or neglected, it must and will bring forth. If no useful seeds are put into it, then an abundance of useless weed seeds will fall therein, and will continue to produce their kind. Just as a gardener cultivates his plot, keeping it free from weeds, and growing the flowers and fruits which he requires, so may a man or woman tend to the garden of his or her mind, weeding out all the wrong, useless, and impure thoughts, and cultivating towards perfection the flowers and fruits of right, useful, and pure thoughts. By pursuing this process, a man or woman, sooner or later, discovers that he or she is the master gardener of his or her soul, the director of his or her life. He or she also reveals within him or herself the laws of thought, and understands with ever increasing accuracy how the thought forces and mind elements operate in the shaping of his character, circumstances, and destiny. Thought and character are one. And as character can only manifest and discover itself through environment and circumstance, the outer conditions of a person's life will always be found to be harmoniously related to his or her inner state. This does not mean that a man's circumstances at any given time or an indication of his or her entire character, but that those circumstances are so intimately connected with some vital thought element within him or herself that for the time being they are indispensable to his or her development. Stop. Because I can keep going. This thing, whoever's watching maybe, may take them way out. So we dealing with you being the master gardener of your own soul. Your thoughts are things. Your thoughts carry yourself to the next level. You did. Now, my topic today is called Stop Blaming the White Man.
That's right.
I ain't even get on that topic yet. Right now I'm dealing with chapter 5, As a Man Thinketh. I'm going to bring up the brother, and then I'm going to go ahead and get with Stop Blaming the White Man. Because we dealing with consciousness.
That's right.
You know, so the director of your life, master gardener. What is a master gardener? A master gardener, what is a gardener? Someone who deals with earth and growth and natural elements and how to churn up the soil and being a miner and, a gardener is someone that knows how to, knows what seeds to plant in what kind of soil. How to arrange certain plants to look beautiful over here. And you put roses over here and dandelions and lilies over here. A gardener knows the texture of soil, if it's depleted of its minerals, if it's rich in minerals. So a gardener is someone who is a custodian.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a custodian.
Right.
You know, I used to be a safety monitor in you know, junior high school. You know, I had the little white banner, you know, safety, dum, 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 dum. You know, I was safety monitor, you know, stop, do not go near that door. I was a gardener. I was a gardener. I monitored the environment in which I was going to school, but I monitored it for those particular seeds of students that were going in the wrong direction. Soil. I had to make sure that they did not go to this soil, because this off limits. Go back to your classroom where there's fertile soil, where you can learn. You going over here to smoke a cigarette or something, or you trying to leave out the back door to cut second period.
Yes, sir.
So a gardener is a custodian, a superintendent, a watcher, you know, in a sense, a mother.
That's right.
In a sense, a mother. You know, a master gardener. You got a garden.
That's right.
Well, you got a master gardener. You know what I'm saying? A master gardener is equivalent to the grand architect. A master gardener is equivalent to a master builder. To a gardener, you know, just, you know some stuff. But a master gardener, you know what I mean?
That's right. Yes, sir. That's right.
Is someone who has mastered the art of being a gardener. You know, gardener's still in process. A master gardener. That's the top chef. You know what I'm saying? Knows exactly what you want. You know, a master gardener can look at a field and know. Master gardener is the worshipful master.
Yes, sir.
Master gardener. The worshipful master.
Yes, sir.
Master gardener.
Yes, sir.
The gardener are those laborers. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Those fellow crafts and entered apprentices. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But the master gardener is the one that has the trestle board and he has the surveyors, you know, doing that and da-da-da-da-da. But then to be the master gardener of your soul in this society. Now, again, I'm coming out of the book As a Man Thinketh, chapter 5. Why 5? 5 pillars.
That's right. That's
Love, truth, peace, freedom.
That's right.
And if they are not sufficient, justice must take its course.
Yes, sir.
That's right. That's
Yes,
right.
You follow what I'm saying? 5 principles.
Yes, sir.
You follow me? 5 points.
That's right.
Arm, leg, arm, head.
That's right.
The kingdom is within.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
So to be a master gardener of your soul, do you know how hard that is today? How can you be a master of your soul, a master gardener of your soul, and you competing with cable TV,
Come on. Come on.
direct TV?
Come on.
You get over 100 channels for $39.99.
Is that the truth?
How can you compete? How can one begin to start to cultivate the soul of their mind when you have BET, HBO,
Come on.
Lifetime,
Yes, sir.
television for women? You understand what I'm saying? With all of these distractions,
That's right.
keeping you from going into the inner self. I was telling a friend of mine, an associate of mine this morning, a wonderful, wonderful queen, powerful sister. She just moved into her own place. I said, do you know that you are no longer living by yourself, but you are now learning how to live with yourself? She couldn't get it at first.
Yeah.
She got it.
Yeah.
She got it. But it had to kind of settle.
Yeah.
Now she has the opportunity to be the master gardener of her soul, because living with yourself is an inner thing.
That's right. Absolutely.
Inner. Your character defects, your shortcomings. You got to handle that yourself. You ain't got nobody in the house living with you. You can go ahead and flip on them.
Yeah.
You're the master gardener now.
Yes, sir.
And being a director, the director of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, being a director, meaning that if you are a director, then you need to have direction.
True.
And if you are a director, then how did you become a director except you got the master director
That's right.
from the invisible realm? We know that everything physical comes from the invisible.
Oh, yeah.
It's a manifestation.
Yes, sir.
So to be a director of your life
Mm-hmm.
means that there has to be some type of a program.
True.
You gotta have a program in your life. You have something. You cannot be a director of your life and you hanging out 4 in the morning with nothing to do.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Aimlessly.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking aimless. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So to be a master gardener and a director, you know what I mean? That means that someone had to give you direction.
That's right.
In this physical form,
Mm.
in this physical form, it takes time for you to be a master gardener of your soul and a director of your life. This thing is not just no overnight.
No, it's not.
Jesus ain't get it overnight. Muhammad, Buddha, Noble Jew Ali,
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's
Elijah,
Yes, sir.
Garvey,
Mhm.
even Obama.
That's right.
That's right.
It took time
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
for him to sit next to McCain and be able to just be unaffected,
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
non-emotional.
Yes, sir.
And then that energy flipped on his opponent and his opponent turned red
Yes, sir.
That's right.
because he couldn't flip him.
Yeah.
Couldn't flip his belly.
Yeah.
Yes,
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it took him time to do that. The master of his soul.
Mm-hmm.
When you master your soul, you don't let all that emotional stuff get to you. I'm just learning that. And I'm only about 3,000 years old. You know, I'm only about 3,000 years spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just sharing because right now it's talking about your thoughts and your character are one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't be cussing and fussing with this fez on. Because when they see the fez, they recognize a certain character. So I have to have thoughts to match the character.
Mm.
I can't be smoking weed with my fez on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't be abusing with my fez on.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I can't be in the land of Nod
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
with my fez on.
Yes, sir.
Because thought and character are one.
Yes, sir.
And your thought and character as they manifest through environment and circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Without a foe, a soldier
Mm.
never knows his or her strength.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Without a foe,
Uh-huh.
without a challenge in life, without challenges,
Mm.
without something to challenge yourself and take you to the limit.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's why you got some people that do the bungee jumping. They want to go as close to the concrete as possible. And bounce back up. They want to skydive and drive race cars because the adrenaline brings them to the edge of the challenge of death.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Some people, what they do, they give some good dope knowing that 3 people just died off the
Yes,
same
sir.
dope
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
because they want to get as close as possible to death.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
A challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And your thoughts and your character is a manifestation of your circumstances and your environment.
Oh, yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm using substance, or if I'm a pharmaceutical user, I'm not gonna be around somebody that doesn't promote it.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
I mean, I'm just not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm a Viagra man, and you shooting down Viagra with him, we got a problem. You know, if I'm a crack smoker, that's more sophisticated way.
Yeah.
You know, a crack smoker.
Mm.
You know, or if I'm a heroin conservationist.
Yes.
You understand?
That's right.
I'm going to be around birds of a feather.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
True.
So your thought and your character is a direct relation to your circumstances and your environment. You are as you think, as a man thinks.
You're right. That's right.
But there's another part to that, what I said. It says, without a foe,
Yes, sir.
a soldier never knows him or herself. Second part, it says, and thought
Yes, sir.
must be developed. They say it could be. Thought must be developed. Look at the equation. By multiplication. By multiplication. By the exercise of strength. So you will not know what you can deal with, your stress intolerance level, what you know, what women, what men you tolerate in your life. Without that foe, you will never know your strength. However, your thoughts, right? We dealing with, this is a multiplication. Thought is A.
That's right.
Must be developed, B. By, okay? AB multiplied by exercise of strength, CD. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
You follow me?
Right.
So we dealing with equations. You will never find who you really are unless you are challenged by the forces I call from Star Wars, you know, the dark side of the Force. You'll never be challenged.
That's right.
But once you're challenged, it is you must exercise the strength, your thoughts. Otherwise, you'll be consumed. You'll be consumed. And that's why it says that we're spiritual beings having human experience. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey brother, got the young brother here, man,
Yes, sir.
my man. You know, yeah, he got some poetry. You brought your poetry? Oh man, we gotta get him to bring his poetry the next time. You know, because this environment is for the young brothers and sisters. This not, you know, see, we scare them when we give them religion.
That's right.
We scare them. Young people don't want no religion out here, man.
No, sir.
I mean, you have to give it, but you have to give it in a way scientifically.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The reality is, for real, yo, I don't know if y'all got a gun on them. I don't know if y'all packing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at these things, you know. But for you to be able to challenge the things in your life, you have to understand that your circumstances, the place that you live, your environment you live, and the circumstances in your life must be overcome
Yes, sir.
in order for you to grow up. Why is it that as males, this is not black, white, Asiatic, or European, I'm just saying across the board on the whole planet and the galaxy, all males, why do we have to go through certain experiences that make us humble? Why do young brothers always, you know, not all, but why do most young brothers gotta go to the prison industrial complex?
Yes, sir.
In order for them to come out and then they feel like they did something slick, jive and Gucci, and they feel, yeah, you know, because they buff mo, mo, you know what I'm saying? But yet, you can't vote for 7 years. There's 55 jobs or more that you can't get. Because you did not challenge your own thoughts, and you should have took a walk, aired it out, had somebody you could call the vent.
Yeah.
But what we do, most of us, not all of us, we react instead of respond. As males. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming out of this book, brother, called As a Man Thinketh. You know, part 5.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And it says here, every man is where he or she is by the law of his being. The thoughts which he or she has built into his or her character have brought him or her there. And in the arrangement of his or her life, there is no element of chance, but all is the result of a law which cannot err. This is just as true as those who feel out of harmony with their surroundings as of those who are contented with them. You know when you're around people and you feel out of harmony, I am not feeling this dude, man. This dude got something, and you feel it.
That's right.
You feel it. You really don't. I don't know, yo. I don't know for something. I really don't know, yo. I don't like him, yo. For real. I just don't.
Yeah.
That's right.
I ain't feeling them, yo. For real. I don't know. Something about them, yo. Something about this cat. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, whoop, whoop, whoop. Police come, jump out. Dude had a warrant. You know what I'm saying? Because spirit doesn't lie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Your soul will tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yo, this ain't the right environment for me, man. For real.
Yeah.
This ain't the right environment.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You a senior in high school, and you just walk into the Asian restaurant to get some food, and you stop and you see all the other brothers that dropped out of school. They on the corner with some 40s, smoking blunt, and just staying there for a little 5 minutes. Your conscience, your spirit, your mind, your thoughts will tell you, yo, I better get dude, I better get off this corner.
Yeah, true.
But when we want to fit in,
Yes, sir.
we don't want them to think that we nerdies.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We go ahead and we stay an extra 5 minutes. Bam! Somebody's mama will walk across the street and see me. Just that 5 minutes extra, and bam! I saw your son, Junior hanging out with them yo boys over there. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that you're a class A student,
Yeah.
on the dean's list, honor roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Top of your class. But that extra 5 minutes hanging out with the yos, for real. Your environment and your circumstance is you have to understand your environment and your circumstance wherever you go is your work.
That's right.
Is your reality, wherever you go. And it's a law. It's a law. It's called karma. The law. You know what I'm saying? If I hang out in the barber shop
Yes, sir.
too long,
Yes, sir.
what's going to happen?
Haircut.
Boy, you're going to get a haircut.
Yeah.
You're going to get a haircut. You hang out in the barber shop too long,
That's love.
because you're going to see some brothers come in,
That's right.
and their hair going to look wild. And then you're going to hear that barber shop like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
That movie, Edward
That's
Scissorhands.
right.
Bam, my man's pal. Oh, damn.
Uh-huh.
It's going to entice you, excite you.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to want to get your hair cut.
Oh, yeah.
So if I hang around a crack house long enough, if I hang out a dope house long enough,
Yes, sir.
I may get the thought to want to go ahead and maybe. You know what I'm saying? If you hang out with individuals that really, especially for the young brother, man, what's your name? Brandon. Everybody recognize Brandon? That's the brother there. Just like you, Brandon.